Hey everyone, hope you're doing awesome. If this is your first time here, then welcome. If you saw my last video where I'm refreshing my tiny twist, side note, this is a brand new set that I just finished at 2 a.m. this morning. I made them even tinier. They took about 8 hours, maybe a little bit more, give or take. It was rough, but these are going to be my surgery twists. I'm scheduled at the beginning of my myomectomy to remove my big old soccer ball size fibroid and like the little, I guess, lemon size one that's like off to the other side. So I'm freaking terrified. I've cried every day this week knowing that it's coming up soon. I wanted to do these twists again so that I will not have to worry about my hair during the recovery process, and I love how they turned out. They're so cute. They are just still a teeny tiny bit damp from the products that I used since I finished them not even 10 hours ago. Yeah, I think I might like this set even more than the first. I don't know. So many twists, y'all, so many twists. And I did film the wash day of taking my first set out. I'm probably gonna be editing that while I'm recovering too, so I'll have some content still. Just wanted to show you guys these while they are like super nice and fresh. So pretty. I pretty much use the same method that I did in my first video showing you guys how I do this style. The only thing is that I made them a smidgen bit tinier this time. Even use virtually the same products. Let me tell you guys what I did now in case I forget. I used the Curls Blueberry Bliss Control Paste to braid my roots again, and then I added that throughout the rest of the twist as well, just to give me some more control for frizz and flyaways and help the twist hold a bit better. Then I use the Wetline Extreme Gel as my gel instead of the Sultanicals Frozen Gel, which I ended up having to use at the end because I ran out of Wetline. That's it. I think the edge control, the Curls Blueberry Bliss, really does make a huge difference in how these turn out. So I apply them right here. I braid, then I apply a little bit throughout the rest of the twist. I add the gel, and then after I twist, I'll take a little bit more of the edge control, and then just, which way is the twist? Okay, and then just gently add the edge control from the root to the tip, just to seal in the gel and kind of like set the twist a little bit more. So, I love these. As much as I love these, they are not the subject of this video. I actually filmed the majority of this when my other twists were on their last leg after we got back from Maine. I wanted to show you guys the products that I used the most while I was away for 2 weeks. So we are gonna segue right into that. Oh, and I would really appreciate if you guys send me like good vibes next Tuesday for my surgery day, because I am so terrified. I still don't know if I'm gonna even show up that day to the appointment. I would really appreciate it. Oh, and I did a community post not that long ago asking you guys if you had any tips for me post-surgery, like any scarring tips and how to help with the healing process. So thank you so much for those tips. I really appreciate it. So I had the idea while we were away that instead of showing you the products that I was taking to Maine, that would be fun to show you what I actually use the most. The products that were my go-tos that really came in clutch for my hair and skin. So starting with hair goodies, if you guys have seen since I put these twists in, I was a little bit concerned about this style for my trip. I thought that I'd be able to do a dry run of this style before my trip and then redo it again so it'd be super fresh before we left. But I did these tiny twists on June 13th, and before I knew it was 2 weeks later and time for us to go. I did not have time to redo these. So I was like, dude, how am I going to make this style last an additional 2 weeks? So these were the products that really helped me. And you guys, I, for some reason, think it's a good idea to undo these twists at, what time is it now? Almost 10 o'clock. I have my pre-op appointment tomorrow about my fibroid surgery in the morning time. Gotta go pick up my mom. And I'm planning to film and style this hair into a wash and go. And it's gonna be a journey. But these twists lasted me from June 13th all the way until today, July 11th. These twists have been through it. Hiking, lots of sweating, wind, rain, extreme heat. Kayaking, completely submerged in water while I was swimming, which was my big mistake with this style. My roots, which were growing out and loose and curly, y'all, they are so mad. I'm gonna have a night, let's just say that. But my hair, considering all that it's been through, I think still looks pretty freaking good. Like, look at that shine. This was probably my #1 go-to product for the whole 2 weeks, and it is rose water. This has been a major favorite of mine in my skin and hair routine for about 1.5 years now. So what I would do when it comes to my skin, I would use this after the shower as a toner just to refresh, make my skin feel really nice and hydrated, and the rose scent is incredibly soothing. It's just got purified water and rose essence essentially. So nice, easy breezy, good clean product that I absolutely love. I would just spray this on my hair, or I would spray it into my hands and kind of do that like scrunching into my hair motion so that I wouldn't oversaturate it, because I didn't want my hair to be too doused in product. I wanted to just add enough to where I was able to smooth flyaways, impart some additional hydration and shine. So the rose water, not only was it great for the scent to help to refresh my scalp, since I am now close to a month since doing these twists, and I've been around smoke, not to mention sweating from working out, and because it's summertime now, and this really helped with keeping my scalp nice and hydrated and refreshed, and also helping my hair and scalp smell really nice. And I used almost the entire bottle. I think I'm down to right around here, so this will definitely be in my next empties video and is a forever favorite product. So as I mentioned, the rose water was my #1 for the softness, hydration, and scent, but when it came to styling my twists, giving them some extra shine, helping with any frizz, and just kind of zhuzh them up a bit, the Uncle Funky's Daughter Curly Magic. I have so many of these little travel sizes because I've been using this brand for years and years now. So over the course of my trip, I went through almost a full bottle of this. I would just apply some to my hands and smooth it down the length of my twists. Not too much, again, because I didn't want to oversaturate my hair. Hit the roots in the back here and then kind of keep it moving, because day to day we were doing so many activities, going to visit family, going to like do nature stuff, so I did not want to spend a lot of time in my hair, which is why I put these twists in, and these products just helped so much with that. On the days when I wanted to stretch my rose water a little bit because I was using it so much, I would use the Uncle Funky's Daughter Midnight Train leave-in conditioner. This is a spray leave-in that I absolutely love. It kind of smells like a much better version of Skittles. It's just like a nice, that fruity tropical scent, like candy-ish. Fruity, or just, I don't know, it's like a watermelon Jolly Rancher. That's more accurate. This has been another one of my favorite spray products in general. It didn't give me quite the amount of shine and softness that the rose water did, but it was great for giving my hair some really nice scent to hold its own when it came to adding some nice shine and softness as well. Now this next product I'm a little bit sad about, because I loved the performance of it, and I know that I'm not going to be able to get it again because Eden Body Works discontinued like 50% or more of their whole like product offerings about 2 months ago, which I was like, what are y'all doing? So now I think they only have 3 lines versus I think previously they had 6 total. This one really hurt because this is my favorite line that I've tried from them so far. This is the Eden Body Works Nourishing Curl Jam from their Papaya Castor line. One of the best smelling lines that I've tried from any brand thus far. It's this delightful little curl cream. I'm definitely going to be keeping tiny little containers like this for my travels, and I hope that this, even when the product is gone, still smells this way. It has a clean, non-chemically, tropical, I guess, papaya scent, but better, like a little bit of pineapple in there. But this is a moisturizing dream cream, and I would use this on my front twists especially, because as time went on, they were starting to get a little bit frizzy, a little bit dry, and I like the sprays, but I wanted to reduce some of them since they were like the focal point of a lot of my styles. Like I would do like half up, half down, so with a little tendril action going on, and I want those like face framing twists to look really cute. So I would use this cream to completely restyle the twist, and it added so much softness. The shine was amazing. The hold was great, very touchable, and it just refreshed these twists after like 3.5 weeks in the best way. So if Eden Body Works somehow comes across this video, even though I'm sure I'm not the only one asking them to bring back like at least the top tier stuff from the lines they got rid of. So the Papaya and Castor line, if this came back as well as the scalp serum from this same line, that would be amazing. So Eden Body Works, bring some of those back. And last but not least, for hair goodies, of course, the Sorenzo creamy oils. I always take these on my trips because they're so versatile. They're not the liquid viscosity of a traditional oil, but they're also not the firmness of a butter. They exist in like its own category. I have a ton of different full sizes of the creamy oils, and luckily also some little sample sizes as well. This one is in the scent Summer Love, and it smells so good. Great for shine, adds a little tiny bit of hold due to the fact that it's like kind of a heavier weight product than a traditional oil, but again, not quite a butter. Almost like a very, very loose liquid version of a pomade, or more emollient and more softening, and not that tacky feeling that you can kind of get from pomade. So I would smooth that all over my hair, and this really kind of helped to save the day after I completely submerged these twists in water, which is what I'm going to be dealing with the repercussions of when I detangle tonight. The oil consistency got into the parts that were matted, and I think it's going to help me a little bit on my journey tonight. So not only did it make my hair smell amazing, give me a lot of shine again, but I think it also helped my matted hair at the roots not be quite as bad as it could have been without the product. Now onto my go-to skin and body products. I filled a travel size bottle with one of my favorite body washes that I've been using for the past 3 or 4 months now. This is the Dr. Bronner's Pure Castile soap in the hemp peppermint version. I've heard great things about Dr. Bronner's for years. People have recommended that it's a great shampoo for really deep cleansing your hair. It says that it's good for 18 different uses. I think people even like wash their dishes with this, wash their clothes, lots of different things. And eventually I want to switch to Dr. Bronner's being my exclusive body wash. I love scented products. I think they smell so good, but I'm trying to slowly, very slowly, because I have a lot of products, but slowly, especially when it comes to my body products, use things that don't have added fragrances. My hair products are probably going to be one of the only products that I use that have added fragrances, but when it comes to my skin, that is the goal one of these days, and I love this so much. I hope the ingredients don't change. I heard rumblings on like some message board or forum that I was on that Dr. Bronner's was bought out by one of those big companies and the ingredients have changed. I really hope that's not the case because I enjoy this so much. I even use this in a pinch in Maine as my face wash because I left the other one that I've been using down in the cellar and I didn't want to go all the way back down and get it, and it gave my skin a really nice deep clean, but at the same time didn't dry my face out. And probably most importantly, this is a fantastic lady wash for me. It is so soothing and cleansing and just gives a really nice feeling. I took this with me as my main body wash and used quite a bit on the trip. Another favorite that I took with me is my go-to skin moisturizer and sunscreen, the Ulta MD UV Clear Broad Spectrum SPF 46. I've been using this for about 3 years now and I love it. On the rare occasion where I do use foundation or concealer, it doesn't interact weird. It doesn't really build up on my skin like some other cream products can. This is a forever favorite. This is my last bottle because I definitely need some more. My go-to face wash is my favorite that I always take with me when I'm traveling, that I am sadly getting very low on, and they've discontinued this from Bask and Bloom. So once this is gone, it's gone, which is gonna suck because this would be one of my go-to face cleansers as well if it came in a full size. This would just like live in my shower. This is the Bask and Bloom Purifying Face Cleanser. It's got awesome ingredients. The first one is aloe vera juice, activated charcoal, which is where you get the cool color right here. It's my skin nice and super clean no matter what I've been doing throughout the day without sacrificing the moisture in my skin. So if Bask and Bloom ever decided to bring their skincare line back, I would be super happy because as you'll see, I have 2 others from the line. I use this on date nights here back home whenever my boyfriend and I are going out at night and I'm not going to be in the sun, so I won't use my Ulta MD because I don't need the SPF anymore. I will use this when I want my skin to look really glowy and radiant. This is the Bask and Bloom Vibrant Radiance Facial Cream. This is great to use when I'm having like a good skin day, which is most days now except for right now. I have this really bad pimple right on my chin that is huge. This is the biggest pimple I've had in a while. I think I know the culprit. Number 1, all the stress from United Airlines, in addition to another product that I tried for the first time that I think my skin was not a fan of, so we will talk about that. All of these are all the products that I enjoyed during my trip. This is one that is definitely not the case that I just wanted to mention here so that you and I can both remember this so I don't purchase this in the future. This product from Bask and Bloom is one of my favorite skincare products of all time compared to other products that while they leave my skin feeling really good, sometimes I don't see a noticeable difference, but this one I definitely do. So I don't have much left because I use this so much. It doesn't smell great. It has like a shea butter fragrance to it, but I don't mind the fragrance at all because it makes my skin look so good. Please come back, you're so good. And last but not least from Bask and Bloom is their balancing toner. This is good for calming and refreshing the skin. Really great to use after I've cleansed and gotten out of the shower. This gives me a nice little bit of moisture before I go in with my heavier moisturizer. Now this one I believe is one of the culprits to this big old pimple I've got right here. This is from Bare Minerals. I got this probably as a sample from Ulta or Sephora, and I've been keeping it around to throw in my bag for a trip, and I thought this was the one to try to see if I liked it. This is the Skin Longevity Long Life Herb Serum, and I don't have anything from Bare Minerals except for a couple of little loose eyeshadows. This felt okay on my skin. I definitely have products that I prefer more, but it was nice and lightweight and pretty good for before you're going to bed. But I noticed that the day after I applied this, I was starting to break out, and this was the only new product that I'd added to my routine. Maine has well water, and my skin and body really seemed to respond to that. So my skin was doing good up until I used this, and I think the whole travel drama that we had over the past 48 hours just brought this bad boy to the surface. I am probably going to end up using this maybe on my neck just to use this up, because I don't want to use this on my face anymore. Sometimes at night when I'd already had a shower earlier in the day, I would use one of these on my face to get rid of any dirt, or if I felt like my skin it needed some exfoliation but I didn't have my exfoliants that I have back home. These pads have AHA and PHA as the acids. This is from the Sephora brand. They're glow peel pads for radiance and smoothing. It says that they have 99% ingredients from natural origin, and the AHA is supposed to be good for exfoliation in combination with the PHA. I ended up getting these from Sephora because they had really good ratings, and usually these grab and go pads from different brands have acids that are supposed to target fine lines, blemishes, texture on the skin. If you have dry skin, it's supposed to be good for helping to speed cell turnover. These were a great price. Again, the reviews were awesome, and you get like 65 pads for I think under $15, maybe even less. Although these are not as strong as the ones that I've tried in the past, they've done a pretty good job. So although in the future I'll probably get the stronger ones on a good sale, these definitely did in a pinch, and I would purchase them again to have a lower concentration acid pad to use kind of like in the interim. My boyfriend has been telling me about the Maine mosquitoes almost since I first met him, and I got a first-hand crash course in just how bad they are. Mosquitoes, bugs in general, any bugs that can hurt me just love me. So I was not having a good time in Maine when it came to the mosquitoes. I would say that I got maybe like 50 mosquito bites while I was there. So my hands, I don't know if you guys will be able to see, they're starting to heal now, but I had so many bites, and this is just a little bit. My body in general has so many random ones. They even got my inner thighs. How pervs, little creepers. Knowing that, I prepared, and I thought this would be enough, but they're built differently in Maine. This is the Off Deep Woods Insect Repellent. This has got a good amount of DEET in it, and I even used some that had like 40% DEET that our friends had when we went camping with them, and it still wasn't enough, but I tried. This is a nice, very travel friendly size. It had great reviews, and I guess without this it would have been even worse with me and the mosquitoes. It was rough. I hated them. That was my least favorite part about Maine. Those freaking giant buzzing in your ears mosquitoes. I got bites every single day that I was there. Another product that I purchased when I did not plan to take a big old suitcase and only a carry-on is the Coppertone Sport SPF 50 4-in-1 Performance Sunscreen. This is another one that had really good reviews. This is like a traditional creamy sunscreen. It's got that scent that is very nostalgic for me. I like the fact that it's got an SPF of 50 and a lot of people liked it. And I try to take my sun protection pretty seriously, and although this is decent, I still feel like I got a little bit more sun rays than I planned. So if you guys can recommend a really effective sun block for me, not even sunscreen, I think I need to graduate to sun block, please let me know in the comment section down below. I have my favorite sunscreen, but as I mentioned, I think it's time to kind of go into the block section of things. This was good in a pinch. I'll keep it in my purse and then use it up, and probably not purchase it again, only because I think there's a lot of stuff out there that's more what I'm looking for when it comes to sun protection. For deodorant, the one that I took that I found was most effective is the Native. This is one of their seasonal collections, the Peach Cupcake, and as you can see, the label is pretty much totally gone. This was from the Baked by Melissa collection that they had in Target, the Fresh Peach Cupcake set. This didn't irritate my skin even though we were constantly moving, doing stuff outdoors. I have a ton of varieties of deodorants from Native, but this is the one that I've been using most consistently. And my last two products that were my go-to when it comes to my skin were the Laneige Water Bank Moisture Cream. I would use this after I cleanse my skin as a nice moisturizer. This product has a nice balm-like consistency, just glides over my skin. I got this as a Sephora birthday gift one year, and it was one of my favorite ones that they've ever done. I would consider getting a full size from Laneige in the future. And last but not least, also from Laneige that I use all the time here back home. I think this actually second product that came in that same birthday gift, the Laneige Sleeping Mask, which again, the label has totally come off of it. But this makes my lips look and feel so good. So this is a forever favorite as well. I'm gonna wear my hair on a wash and go for a week and then put this style right back in to get ready for my surgery, so I don't have to worry about my hair, since this has proved to be a super long lasting styling option for me, because hair is gonna be the last thing on my mind when I'm trying to recover from all that. I really hope that you enjoyed this one. If you did, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that thumbs up button. It only takes a second, but it really makes a huge difference when it comes to YouTube and the algorithm and all that fun stuff. Likewise, if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. I would love to have you, and I will see you very soon in the next video. Take care, everyone. Thanks again for watching. Bye.